I remember now what it was I was going to talk about. Last week when Busby and I came here to walk, we went off trail and we went over to see the stream like we usually do. It was a big mistake coming here, by the way. This is just Mud City. I'm going to have to wrap him in a blanket for the ride home and then take him down to the laundry tubs and wash him off when we get home. It's terrible. But anyway, we went walking down to see the little river, and then I thought, got it into my head to explore a little bit while we were back there, and somehow we got lost. I got lost. And I got a little spooked, I have to admit. I'm not used to getting lost in the woods. But somehow we got turned around several times and for some reason could not get back to the path, no matter which way we turned. And it's extremely dense back there. There's lots of undergrowth that is for his leash. He kept getting tangled up in all of these little sticky things that stick up everywhere. And then there's long, thorny, I think they're either rose or berry vines that come up out of the ground along with those sticks and arch over into loops, and they snag onto your clothes and pull your hat off, and just it's thick with all of that. So it was bad. It was bad for a while. We were back in over there. Here comes another dog. Hi. You're not. Come on, Busby. Come on. He wasn't that friendly. I was going to tell him he's not going to be that clean by the end of this. It's a big mistake. I'm surprised by how many dogs have come today. They must have thought the path would be hard just like I did, Busby. Wrong. But anyway, we got lost back in there. And I doubled over a couple of times to go under fallen trees. Busby would crouch down on his stomach, crawling under some of them. It was not fun for a while there. And actually, we never did find our way back to this path, which confounded me. Instead, finally found our way to the cul-de-sac on the other side and walked across a gully or a ravine filled with reeds up an embankment to where there was a paved cul-de-sac. Then walked back to Sheridan Road and back up Sheridan Road here to the Forest Preserve parking lot. I was a little frantic. From that experience, I can understand how you hear about people that get lost in the woods or wilderness and they start to panic. I can understand that now, because you keep thinking this just isn't right. It shouldn't be like this. Over here should be the path, and it doesn't show up. And you keep running into obstacles, like trees overturned, fallen, and thick brush that blocks your path. So you have to turn and go a different way and try to go around it. And by that time you've done that, you're just totally off of where you thought you were. So it wasn't fun back there. you have to really, you really need to be careful when you're in the wilderness, just like they say. And they usually say, don't stray from the path. But Busby and I like to do that, so gotta be careful when you do that. Bye.